Friends, NMAT 2020, the notification is out this year. Let us understand what are the changes in NMAT 2020 this year compared to last year. What is your test structure, and what about the important dates and the important features of NMAT 2020. Let us discuss one by one. First thing is about important dates. You see the registration starts by 1st August 2020. When is the examination? Examination is on 6th October 2020. And these are the other dates, like exam scheduling starts from 1st August on itself. You can retake registration from 7th of October, and registration ends on 5th October, just one day before the exam starts, when the exam starts. Next is about what is the exam structure. There are 3 sections: language skills, quantitative skills, logical reasoning. There are 36 questions in each section. Total questions will be 108, and total time is 120 minutes. There are different time slots for different sections, like 28 minutes for language skills, 52 minutes for quantitative skills, 40 minutes for logical reasoning. And what about the scoring pattern? These are all scale scores. Like for each individual section, you will have 12 to 120 scale score. These are not absolute score. These are the scale score. And what is the total? 36 to 360. So the maximum scale score that you can get is 360. You will get your score within 48 hours of giving the examinations. You will get your score through your email after you write the exam within 48 hours. Now, what is the second point? The question of candidate receives are targeted at his or her ability level. Therefore, a high scoring candidate generally receives a more difficult sample of questions than a low scoring candidate. What does it mean? This year, NMAT is happening as a computer adaptive test. Now, let us understand what is a computer adaptive test. In a computer adaptive test, let us understand by take the example. Suppose I am writing 5 questions in sequence: first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. First question I make correct, then the second question will be slightly difficult than the first question. And also at the same time, the second question carries more weightage than the first question. More weightage in terms of marks. And if I make the second question correct, then the third question will have more difficult than the second question, and it will have more weightage than the second question. So accordingly, if you are scoring all the questions right, and you are getting an opportunity to encounter with more difficult questions, then your scores are improving accordingly. Suppose it happens that on particular question, like fourth question, you made a mistake, you made a wrong, then the fifth question you will see slightly easier than the fourth question, and it will have less weightage than the fourth question. So accordingly, you never know how you are performing. You are always at your comfortable zone, and it's a very interesting examination to write for. Okay. Next part. What are the exam preparation? What are the official supports that you will be getting from the NMAT by GMAT team? First thing is about Official Guide 2020. What is it all about? This is official guide. It will have examination format, structures, tricks, and strategies required for you to excel in the examinations. Along with that, you will have 201 questions from past NMAT examinations with explanations, and another 475 practice questions are there with answer key and explanations. How much it costs? It costs around 899 rupees. The second part is your official prep. NMAT by GMAT official prep. It has 2 parts. First part is a free online practice examination. It is completely free. What is there in it? There are 108 past NMAT exam questions with 2 attempts. You can write twice. You can attempt twice, and you can see your score. Okay. You will get a scale score provided for the free practice exam. And what are the second part? Second part you have to purchase. It is not free. 2 practice exams with 216 questions from past NMAT, and you will get a scale score accordingly. Now, what about the test centers? Different test centers. See, all over India they have a test center, like North, East, West, South, Central, and they have test center the international destinations also. So total 57 exam centers are there, 46 cities in India, and 4 international test centers are there. Now let us understand what are the different important questions that comes to our mind. First question, I will go one by one. First question, are you allowed to prefer section order? See, there are three sections. Suppose I am comfortable with quantitative section and I want to start with quantitative section. Yes, it is allowed. Before the exam starts, you have to give your preference of the order of the sections. And once you have given the preference of the order of the section, that you cannot change during the examination. So it is allowed. Can a test taker review questions or sections? It is a no. Suppose you have, since it is a computer adaptive test, suppose you have attempted question 2 and then you come to question 3 and you want to go back to question 2, then it is not allowed. Similarly, you have completed a section 1 and you are there right now in section 2. You are not allowed to go back to your section 1. So review question or section is no, it is not allowed. Are there any break during the test? No, there is no such break. You have to sit for the whole length of the test, and this is for the 2 hours. Scores, as we have discussed, you will get your score within 48 hours of writing the test. Is there any eligibility for the test? There is no such eligibility they have defined for the test. It is just a test. But if you are applying for the different universities based on the test score, then you have to see the different eligibilities for the different universities. So for the university, it is yes. For the universities, it is required. There is certain eligibilities there, and for the test, there is no such eligibility criteria is mentioned. What will happen if the test taker does not appear for the test? So it will be considered as a no-show. You have to forfeit your fees. What are the maximum number of attempts allowed? There are 3, including the no-show also. And normally it is first attempt plus 2 retake attempts. What is the gap between 2 attempts? There should be a minimum of 15 days gap between 2 attempts. So between 2 attempts, suppose you have written examination on 1st of November, the next attempt you can write on after 15th of November. 9th question, it is very important. Why should a test taker register early? You have to register early because there are seats at the test centers are limited. And if you require a preferred location, preferred city, test city, preferred time slot, then you have to register early so that you will have wide option to choose for. Next question, fact 2. Can a test taker edit his or her registration application post-registration payment? See, you have registered and you have made the payment, and after that, can you do some changes? It is no. You can change some limited things, like you can change your communication address and you can change your preference for B schools. Beyond that, you cannot change much of your data. So be careful while registration and before making the payment. Second question, can a test taker register multiple times? No, it is absolutely no. Multiple attempts or duplicate entries are rejected. Third question, what will be your next step after successfully registered online and successfully completed payment? So you have made the registration and you have made the payment. Your job is not yet over. You have to schedule for the test. So you have to schedule for the date and that for your preference date and time slot and the test city. Fourth question, what is the difference between registration and scheduling? As I have mentioned in the previous question, registration is just you have filled up the form and you have made the payment. And scheduling is you are scheduling for the examination. You are scheduling for the date and time slot. Fifth one, can a test taker reschedule the test? What is rescheduling? Rescheduling means, suppose I have an exam on, I have scheduled my exam on 10th of November. By some means, I don't want to write on 10th of November. There might be some reasons like I have not made my preparation well. I have to reschedule it. So you can reschedule that date, but you have to reschedule before 72 hours of your appointment. Suppose your exam date you have scheduled on 10th of November, then you can reschedule before 7th of November. Okay, and you have to pay the requisite fee for rescheduling. Okay. These are all about the important questions that we have discussed. Thank you, friends. Thank you for watching. We will meet in the next session in some more detail about the examination and about the preparation plans.